What's up, guys? Alvaro here, and welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. Let's go ahead and talk about some stocks, and let's go ahead and do it today, as usual, on Tuesdays and Thursdays with my friend Mario. What's up, bro? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Alba? How are you doing?
Doing pretty well, bro. Pretty well. So, Mario, Powell is
Yep,
he's going to the Senate tomorrow. He's going to be talking in front of the banking committee.
yep,
Then on Thursday, we have Powell in front of the House, in front of the Financial Services Committee of the
yep.
House. Do you think that is going to move the markets?
Well, it depends on what he says, though, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they're going to drill him about inflation and
Hmm.
recession and all those stuff. So,
Hmm.
whatever he says, gonna move the markets. Gonna be a volatile day.
Sure. What do you think about the Federal Open Market Committee of July? 0.75, 1%. We still have, by the way, tomorrow we have the CPI of the United Kingdom. That is going to be nasty,
Definitely.
like nasty. So, before the Federal Open Market Committee of July, we have the CPI data report of June.
Yep.
So that is obviously going to affect whatever the Federal Reserve decides
Hmm.
when it comes to their meeting in July. But what do you think? Do you have any hunch about what the Fed might be doing in
Mm,
July and maybe September?
I'll be watching the core side of the inflation. I don't see any downside because I can see oil coming down this month. The oil prices are dropping from the peak. I'm talking about the crude futures.
Yeah.
But that
We,
might have some downward pressure on CPI, especially on the energy side. But with something which I'm watching is the core side, and this time it went up. So if it goes up again, I won't be ruling out another 75 basis points. The markets will be repricing it again. So let's see.
what do you think the markets are pricing in when it comes to July?
Right now, they are already priced in 75 basis
So
points,
it's already
and
priced in. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I read
Mhm.
yesterday.
Yeah,
And
this
and the
75 basis points for now. Like
okay.
for next meeting, since Powell said like they're not plan, don't expect 75 basis points over and over again,
He,
and
he,
that's the reason why we rallied on that FOMC day after we released that,
yeah.
after we saw
But he
that
didn't he didn't rule it
conference.
out. So
Oh yeah,
if they have to go 0.75%,
yep,
they'll do it.
they're gonna do it.
The
Yep, they're
big the,
gonna do it.
the big question mark is the FOMC of September.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, very optimistic, according to my point
Mm-hmm.
of view, are saying that we might see a pivot in September, or maybe
Mm.
we can see the Fed slowing the pace of the hikes, maybe doing 0.25, maybe
Mm.
0.50%. So that might be in theory, a good sign for the markets. What do you? I mean,
Possible,
because
possible.
you're very bearish on inflation. So you see, yeah. I mean, Will, and obviously you so far you have been 100% right about it. So you see 0.75 in July. I agree with that because inflation isn't coming down in a matter of 30 days. Not gonna
Yeah.
happen. Not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe that the Fed is going to show us from now and until September that they are going to be able, or that they are actually able um, to fight demand. They are going to be able to contract the
Mm.
demand of goods and services, and that might be good news inflation wise into the Federal Open Market Committee of September. So maybe in September we can see some sort of a slowing the pace
Possible,
when it comes to the
possible.
Fed. So that might be good news for the markets, right?
Well, I do agree with you on that. Right now, Fed is like they clearly mentioned they're just data dependent,
Yeah.
and data driven. So if upcoming CPI data shows normalization or like coming down because of energy normalizing, we can see them lowering the interest rates to like 50 basis points or 25 basis points. But if we do go into a recession, I won't be surprised them starting to cut rates and
Mm-hmm.
doing the biggest mistakes at that time in order to like bring the economy back up. And they'll find themselves in a pickle where like they got to lower the interest rates to boost the economy back to the normal level and risking the higher inflation again. So
Yeah.
I hope we don't
I
get to
mean
that
that.
point, but that's
Yeah.
still possible.
That depends on the depth of the recession,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If it happens to be a mild recession, then the Fed could easily keep on hiking rates. in order to definitely defeat inflation. But that is something that is yet still to be seen.
Yep, depends on the unemployment. Depends on the unemployment rate. So we got to watch out for that.
Correct. The unemployment rate and what the economy looks like in general terms, right?
Yep,
when
exactly.
it comes to retail sales and when it comes to the earnings reports that are going to be posted, because by the way, the new earnings season kicks out next month on the 14th, I think 13 with JP Morgan. So if the earnings start to come out way worse than expected, that is going to be a red flag for the Fed. Obviously, that is going to imply that the economy is slowing down too much, and that is going to be a bit tricky for the markets. That might imply, because we don't know at this point, the markets have already priced in a lot of bad news. But if we happen to have very bad earnings, so we don't know to what extent earnings that come out way worse than expected were already priced in. So that is going to be a tricky one. And on the other hand, that might be sending the Fed a message that they have to be careful hiking rates, because otherwise they could be forcing a deep recession in the U.S. So these next months are gonna be very interesting. No 100%. Doubt about it. Until September. Do you have any price target for the S&P 500? Worst case scenario?
All right. So this might sound a bit goofy for me. Like what I'm trying to say is July is seasonally one of the best months for the markets. So we can see some dead cat bounces along the way after a massive wave of selling. I won't be surprised if we go all the way back up to run a test to the 50 SMA, which is at 407, 408. Optimistic side, like if we do get a rally, that is.
What is that? 408? What are you talking about?
408, 408, 407 exactly, which was the bottom of the consolidation range, which we had for 1.5 to 2 weeks before. 407 to 417. Remember that range? So the bottom of that range is where I'm expecting it to go.
What are you talking about? The S&P or the SPY?
The SPY. In S&P 500, it'll come to 4,070 or somewhere around that ballpark.
I know, but you're talking to the upside. I'm talking about, Mario. That's why it sounds confusing. I'm talking about a price target to the downside, like a bottom.
To the downside.
Yeah,
to the downside.
Yeah, you're talking about 4,200, and I'm like, what? We close today.
No.
Close today at 3,740 points, 3,764 points.
Yeah, to the downside, I wouldn't be surprised if we test the COVID highs, which was
3,400.
34 or on Feb highs, which was sitting at 3,500.
3,400. Let me pull it up here. The 3-year chart.
Actually, 3,400, 3,380 around.
3,398, 3,400 if we round it up. So that's the previous all-time high.
Before the
all-time high previous to the COVID-19 crash. Okay. So
it makes sense though, right? Like when Fed tries to normalize everything, markets giving back all the gains, whatever it made for 2 years and starting over again. So
that would be very mathematical, but let's say that makes sense. All right, Mario. So SPY, Triple Q, what do you got over there? Show me what you got. Yeah.
So we had a really good, decent close, not bad.
Okay.
Type of close, to be honest.
I got puts into the closing bell, made $120.
That was a good trade actually.
Very quickly.
We had some like 1.5 point drop in our last 10 minutes. It's actually a really good trade from your end.
We have a very clear resistance as of now at when it comes to the S&P, we have a clear resistance at 3,780 points. So that's the spot in which I got the puts. So what are you thinking about tomorrow? And take into account that Powell starts speaking at 9:30 a.m. right at market open, man.
Yeah.
So man, another roller coaster ride.
Yeah, as always, it doesn't matter, right? Like for now, like regardless of what the market does.
Yeah. So what would you do?
Right now, as long as price stays above the 5-day moving average, which is sitting at around 372, the probability of SPY going to 380 is still higher. I'm watching 380. So if we start closing candles below the lows of today, which open price of today, which was at around 371.
There you go.
So if we start going below 371, I would say they'll come down to fill this gap at 369. And below 369, we got to be careful. We are going for another ride to the downside. So that's what I'm watching. So as long as price stays above 372, 380 is still in cards.
Bulls have
And
a first shot
upper hand.
of
Yep.
doing something decent. All right,
Yep.
Triple Q.
So
Tell me about
triple Q.
the Q people, the technology people.
So triple Q, we have a clear big resistance at $285. So if Powell says something good tomorrow and the market liked it, the price starts pushing
He won't
above.
say anything good tomorrow. Come on, Mario. There's nothing positive to be said. Like
I mean,
zero.
yeah, there is nothing positive to be said, but if you talk about the price, right? Like even if Powell, there are times where we notice like Powell says some outrightly bearish stuff, the market still rallies, right?
Okay,
So,
but let me ask you a tough question.
mhm.
When you say that he might say something positive, what are you thinking about? What I mean, the environment is terrible, Mario.
Mhm.
So what could be positive when it comes to Powell
by
is gonna say
positive,
tomorrow?
by positive, I mean the white lies, like just like say something to make the market feel better, like the point which he said, like 75 basis points won't be a regular thing
Yeah.
in the future. Market
like,
liked it.
like, hey, I am being hawkish now, but I am not
Yeah.
that hawkish.
Yeah, exactly. Statements like that, markets
Right.
still like it. So if he
like
pulls
it,
out some statements, like if you take a look at today, for example, right, the headlines were like Biden said recession is not inevitable, and then market pushed higher. Like market just needs a reason to go up, so they'll find one. So if they find the reason to like 280, if the QQQ found some reason like that tomorrow, watch out for 285. 285 is a very big resistance, which is where like we were bottoming out on May 12th, and for a long time ran a test multiple times and then like held it as support. 285 will be a massive resistance to the upside. To the downside, watch out for today's open as usual. 278, below 278 opens the probability of filling the gap at 276.
Would you buy leaps of the S&P or the SPY and Triple Q?
Not yet. So I would
Mario, I am talking about call options that expire 2 years out, and you wouldn't get calls now.
No.
I mean, you're still seeing more downside. Why should I buy now? There you go.
But also like 2 years outlook is not really good either, man. Like if you ask me the same question in maybe 2018, I would have like, I'll take it, no worries. But right now, the outlook is not so good for me to like.
That's why the title of this video is A Bull and a Bear, talking about the markets. There you go, awesome. Okay, Mario, tell me about Tesla, bro. What do you see over there? Yeah.
Tesla, my Tesla.
I closed a very nice trade here today, earlier today. I ended up making $900, almost $900, yeah, with 35 shares that I got on Thursday, and I sold another cover call, Mario. By the way, I shared the screenshot of the cover call that I sold of Tesla. I was paid $11,000.
You got like 11,000. Yep,
$11,000. There you go. So now I am hoping for a dump.
It'll happen tomorrow. After Powell, it'll happen. Don't worry.
So I can buy it back at a lower price. Okay, what do you think about Tesla? I think that 740 is going to be a tough spot for the bulls over there, right?
Yeah, for right now, we got rejected at 730. 730 is where we got rejected on, because we had the resistance at 724-ish levels, which we consolidated on for a while. So breaking above, we can see 762 as the next resistance for Tesla. That's something to keep an eye out for.
That's a former resistance, right? 760?
Yep. 760 was a former resistance and acted as support multiple times as well. Okay. So if you round it off, 760 is it's a number which you got to keep an eye out for.
So in theory, 760 is put options territory. If the price action of the general markets, indicates that you can get puts. Obviously, you won't get Tesla puts with the S&P 500 and the NDX, going higher. Obviously, right?
Yep. So that's not possible. Yep.
Okay, if Tesla opens to the downside tomorrow,
if Tesla opens below 700 tomorrow, then there is a chance that it can go all the way to run a test to like 680 again. And if we break down below 680, the possibility of Ether's gap fill at 664 opens up.
Yeah, that's an important area, Mario. Between 680 and 690. That's a potential buy zone in the case of Tesla. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices.
AMD.
I was waiting for 79 bucks today. I didn't get that price, Mario. I wanted to grab some calls. I mean, and mind you, this is a horrible looking chart.
Yeah, I don't like it, man. Look at this.
Horrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
That's all. Like, wouldn't it be fun if we had a 4% down day tomorrow? What do you think? What do you think?
I mean, I am up for it. Yeah, send it over. I want to get calls. I want to get calls at $79.
Yeah,
So-
Tesla will be down like 8%.
Oh yeah,
then.
I'm gonna be making like $3,000 buying back
Yeah.
the cover
Just
call
like
that I
that.
sold today. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay, AMD, what's the plan?
AMD today we closed at $83.75, still below our $84 low, which was at
That's a
around
previous support,
April
right?
27. Yep.
Correct.
That was a previous support multiple times. So if you start closing candle above $84 or let's say $85 to the upside, watch out for a rally all the way to like 89 to $90. But we need to close candles above this zone, which we have over here, around $85 to $84. So this is the zone which I'm watching, which has around 85.50 to 84. So if we start closing candles above this zone, then we can easily run a test to like $80, $89 if you round it off.
If we open below 84, we have a gap down to 79.
Yeah,
might
if
be
you open
maybe-
below, yep.
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome. Apple,
Apple,
what are you seeing over there? Yeah.
we did pretty good today, but still not so good. Like it's still below 137. Apple needs to break above 137.50.
That's
If we
a
break-
critical spot. Critical
Very
spot
much
over
so.
there. Mhm.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And above 137.50, we have another resistance at 139. And if we break above 139, we have this gap fill beautiful trade above up north at 140 to 142. And above 142, we might go all the way to run a test to like 150.
All right. So what's the plan? If it opens above 135,
If it opens above 137.50,
137.50.
calls to like 139 to 140, the wrong number.
Okay.
And if we go above 140, the probability of
because
filling this
it
gap
closed
is higher.
it closed today at almost 137, right?
135.87.
137. Okay, so it opens above 137. We have a gap up to 140, right?
Yep. Mhm.
All right. And if it opens below 135, we have a gap down to 132. I'm thinking.
We have a small gap over there, like which we opened today at around 133 to 134.
I wanted to pick up shares at 129, 129, but it never it never got to that down to that price.
Today, it didn't go down today. Like,
Yeah.
we just like kept going higher and
Yeah,
higher.
that
today.
was a viable dip at 129. All
That's a pretty
right,
good spot.
perfect. Mario, please let me let me expand your. I know you need to expand your.
Right.
There you go.
So,
So
yeah,
tell the guys about your Patreon.
I do have a Patreon. So if you guys like the daily updates on SPY and QQQ and the trade ideas and deeper technical analysis on multiple stocks,
And Mario,
go ahead, check it out.
Yeah, and Mario is available like 24 hours a day, guys. If you have any questions, and I can tell that because I actually sign up for his Patreon, and he's available like 24 hours a day. If you have any questions about technical analysis, possible longs or shorts, he's gonna be there in order to answer your calls.
Yep.
You're also going live here and there, right, Mario?
Oh yeah. So we are going live on Tuesdays and Thursdays morning, every morning before market opens. So if you are a member of the Patreon, you'll have access to it as well.
There you go. And the YouTube channel. Are you thinking about any?
Oh yeah,
Any video
I
these
have a
days?
video prepared. I have a video prepared for covering the fundamentals of what happened before when the Fed raised interest rates and why it caused a recession and what might be the potential hedges to buy during those recessions. And I got the video prepared. Now I got to record it and I got to post it.
Awesome.
Keep an eye out for that.
I'm looking forward to taking a look at that video. Both links are down below, guys, in the description box. The link for his YouTube channel and for his Patreon. So thank you very much, bro.
No worries.
It was a pleasure as usual. Very nice
Thanks for
talk,
having
and
me.
let's see what happens. I hope for you to be right about 3,400 to be the bottom. I think that's reasonable, Mario. That would be
it's pretty good.
By the way, that would be a 30% drop from all-time high.
Yep.
Like a 30%
Imagine NASDAQ, bro. NASDAQ was already down like 32% or something.
NDX and the NDX is gonna get down to 40%. That would be enough.
Yep.
In order to move on and close this horrible episode of the markets and start to move on. So thank you very much, bro.
Remember, QQQ COVID highs was 236. That's a 50 more point drop from where we are right now.
Wow.
That's more than 50% drop in Nasdaq.
No, but I don't think we're gonna go down. I mean, the NDX close to the how the highs? Let me see.
281. 281 is where
Yeah,
we
let me
closed at.
pull up here the NDX quickly just
So
to.
it was the highs of November 2020. It's
Yeah,
nothing.
we are as of now when it comes to the Nasdaq 100, we are 31% of the highs.
Yep.
If we go down to the pre-COVID-19 highs,
Which is
that's a 42% drop. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That would be 9,746 points.
Yep.
So let's wrap it up, Mario. I don't want to keep on talking with you. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. See you next Thursday. Thank you, guys. Keep it up. Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye. Yep.